Hello, you lovely people, and welcome back. We're at another weekend event. Boy, do these come around so quickly. And you're back to watch me take on the Mercedes Team Series event opening round. No guesses, Hamilton and Russell, obviously the 10% boosted drivers. And if you haven't already, check out the strategy guide for this weekend. It was posted yesterday, Friday. And if you want the best lowdown on each track, then you know what to do. This is what we are running. Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton. We are not moving or upgrading. They are our sole drivers. And the car is looking like this. So we're going to try and give it our best shot. What do we got coming up for you in this video? We have got tracks Barcelona, Imola, Montreal and Miami. 3 tracks with a potential downpour. Let's see if we can stay dry. Let's see if we can get 47s. And let's see if we can put ourselves on the top of the podium. Make sure to comment down below. I want to know how you get on this weekend. Race number 1 of the opening round. Let's get to it. I do hope you're all well and you're looking forward to getting your best finishes this weekend. I do still believe safety cars are disabled, so we're not going to be relying on any luck at that point. So we're going to have to see what we can do actually without some safety car help. Now, if you've been watching lately, our strategy guide did say that a medium we were going to try on both drivers. And we are going to go on Cupra for Esteban Ocon. Hamilton 4-4 doesn't need the race start bonus, we believe, but we'll soon find out. So let's see what we can do then. Rival, medium and softs. So we need to get past that George Russell. It is a perfect start for Lewis Hamilton. And can he go through the inside and get past the rival? This medium rival is going to be the one that we need to get past. And already Hamilton up the inside. And this is not good because we haven't cleared him. And he's now going to use power unit and absolutely fly into the lead. So we've got it all to do as we try and pull the rival back. And we do. Can we stay ahead here? No, we can't, but that's okay. It's going to use a lot of power unit down the straight. And we're going to try and just hold and keep with. We've got a quicker pit time. We've got Ocon in P6. We're going to try and bring him through. And we can't at the minute. And look at that, rival really pushing now. So we're actually getting a bit on the back foot here. But here's Ocon trying to make a move on Max Verstappen. Gets the job done. We are into P3 and P5. It's going to be very tough, though, folks, to get this George Russell back. So it might be a droppage in the first. Already, we are trying to gain power unit all the time. To get Ocon, though, is going to be a killer. But can we survive a little bit? Still got Hamilton, still got a good chance. You can see we're just closing in with the power of boosts. We need the rival to go hard, so if the rival goes hard, we will have every chance of getting the rival. Rival's in on the softs. And now Hamilton. Can we close on Hamilton? We'll try. We'll try and close on Russell. Ocon can just, hold fire. Rival's got good power unit usage, though. But we are just trying to close that gap. This is going to be so difficult to overcome. As Hamilton then comes in, 14%. Will the rival go to hards, though? That's what we need to get lucky. Mediums it is. Damn. But we're going to have to try and just ping our way. And look at that. We just can't get near at the moment. Hamilton's going to come under fire from that hard tyre behind. We've got Ocon trying to close down. And this is the problem. We probably needed a safety car to try and close this gap. There's a lot of in P5. So, a little bit of a rough matchup. And there's the rival pushing already. So, we're already on the back foot. We're going to try and stick with. We're into P4 though. So, damage is limited now. But 2 laps to go. And this rival is just going to keep pushing away. So, there is literally nothing we could do. We are trying to keep pushing though. You can see Ocon now closing on this hard tyre, but it's going to be pretty tough to get him from there. So I think it is going to be a droppage in the first, and it might not be many points at all compared to what we won. What are we on? 44 at the moment. Let's see what we can do. It's going to come down to 376 tomorrow anyway. But we just can't close the gap. We've got Ocon another point though, that's good. And we've got Hamilton just trying to close down. If we can get 46, it'd be great. But you can see the gap already. And simply, we just couldn't overcome this. Into the first corner we go. We are still pushing all the time. But look at the gap that they've got. Rivals just clear. 45 though, looks like we are going to take 3 seconds is the gap. We couldn't close whatsoever. Even with the boost that we've used, you can see the rival ahead. We are not going to catch unless a back marker takes them out. But we'll take it. That's all we can do at the end of the day. P2 for Hamilton. And it is P3 for Esteban Ocon. Simply, just we did the best that we physically could. Rival comes across. And fair play. That's a tough bot to beat. Especially in Spain. 45 points. You can see he only just outmatched though. It was 27 team score. That was it. But level 9 and a level 7 Russell. And the car was, well, way better than ours. So that is why we are down already. Race number 2 then. From one of the most difficult tracks this weekend, Imola. It's not a very forgiving track. It's very easy to drop some points. So after race 1, we certainly don't want to drop any more if we can help it. And matchup wise, P8 and P9, Hamilton and Ocon. We're going to go mediums for Hamilton, and I'm going to try a different type of approach. We are going to go on to, if I can find it, I want to go Eagle, but I'm actually going to go to Sa, and Ocon, I'm going to go to Kawai. So, Ocon's going to do us undercut, and Hamilton is going to do a 4-4. I'm hoping with the Sa, with cornering, with blocking, and tyre management, we get perfect starts. We do. Hamilton perfect start as expected. Ocon gets a great launch on them soft tyres, and that is absolutely perfect to our strategy. And Ocon is already flying through, and if he can take P1, he can. We can chill down. And you can see Hamilton there, P6. So he's made some early moves as well. We're looking over the back of Max Verstappen. It's Hamilton Verstappen part 2 all over again. And he's through into P5. So brilliant start. We'll take that. And you can see Ocon at the front starting to pull a gap. And there's Hamilton in the background taking P4. And he has passed Perez, I believe it was. It was Perez. So P1, P4. We're going to just watch the tyres, see if we can get another lap out of Ocon. Hamilton is closing. That SAR working brilliantly. And we are now closing on Lando Norris on the same tyre. So these are all on the same strategy. Let's see if we can just bolt past Lando Norris. Oh, no, we can't. We can do another lap with Ocon, though. That's perfect. And it's all systems go. We're passed on Hamilton. Bang on that 4-lap marker. Ocon will come back for some more softs. We'll pit him. Just stretching out now to try and create that gap. Hamilton slow out of that hairpin. Loses a position, but we are gaining power unit. And what's the gap out front? We're about 3 seconds behind at the moment. Just going to push a little bit. Let's push into this last corner. So hit the gas now. We'll take the position. And Hamilton, the AI, goes round. Might have to switch to the hards here. We have got good power unit. And I'm thinking that we want to just close up. So I'm going to go hards. Even though Eagle should be great, but gives us good power unit against this AI. The gap at the minute, 2.1 seconds. So we've come around the last corner. We will now push with the last few percentage of tyres, and you can see Ocon here as well coming through. So Ocon is in a really good position now. Hamilton's gone for the hard. You can see the Mercedes just gone out. If we can get some clear air, we're going to lose position to Verstappen, but we can push. That's the main thing that we took here, and already we're past. It is now all about getting past Lewis Hamilton, and that is pretty easy. Solid, we're through. And that is all that we need. So Hamilton up to P2. Ocon P1 at the moment. And he'll come back into the pits on the next lap. And that should be very nice indeed. Hamilton leading Perez, who will probably come at us actually on their medium. So we'll just keep an eye. Ocon is pretty much done. Let's push now actually, Hamilton, because Perez is closing. And we want to just create the gap. Because that Perez, that Red Bull finally looks like it's working for him. So Hamilton starts to push and he's gained up a 1.5 seconds. We've got Ocon in the pits. Kawhi will give us a quick pit stop. And he should be out. So 2.5. You can see the gap we've created now already. And there goes Ocon. So Ocon will get a launch out of the pits. There you go. And what we'll do is we'll just cut down and bring some of that power unit back up for when Perez gets closer. You can see already Perez right there. So that Red Bull really working round Imola. And we've got to just continue to hold firm. Perez all the time, just closing. We've got plenty of tyres. And will Perez actually pit? No, he doesn't. But I reckon he'll run out of tyres at the end, you know. But it doesn't matter because we're going to push. You can see how small tyre management he's got. But he's closing. As Ocon goes round, Ocon can boost. And Perez is right behind us now. Back markers could be an issue. Although surely he's going to run out of tyres. Let's save a bit more power unit. Let's push. And I think we might be good. Ocon's going to come over the line with Zhou Guanyu. And he's going to take victory. With Hamilton does come home P2. We have survived it. And it is P1 and P2. And it was a great race from the AI Sergio Perez. But he just ran out of tyres at the end. So that means he dropped back. We'll wait for the rival to finish so we can show you what we are running against. And it was very nicely in our favour, I must say, as they come through. But we're back to winning ways of the scoring. It is back to 47 points. You can see that in the matchup there. And there we go. We got Ocon and Hamilton for the rival. And the car, just a bit more cornering, but less speed than ourselves. Welcome to Canada then for race number 3. A track with another potential rain chance. So let's see what happens. See what we get. And let's see where we stand. Good matchup. Qualifying P7, P9. What sort of race is it going to be? It's going to be a wet start. So Hamilton goes on to Merlion. And Ocon will go on to Kawhi. So expecting a lot of the AI to pit lap 5 with some going lap 6 potentially. We're going to hope for a good start and we can then cruise. But you never know. Undercut is great. Fast start from Ocon though. That's weird. He should be getting perfect there. But already, look at that. Hamilton getting a great start into P4. Ocon's not been hampered too much as Hamilton scrapes into P3 behind Verstappen and through. Can he get P1 after 4 or 5 corners? Not just yet, but we're into position A with P2, and that makes P1 now. So Hamilton into the lead. It's a great first lap. And then Ocon also following through into P4. So he's right behind Max Verstappen, checking out. Wow, Norris goes through us. Where did that come from? And it's Max Verstappen going backwards. He won't be happy on the radio. And he won't be happy because Ocon has just flew past. And he's got past Norris as well. So brilliant start then to lap number 1, the start of lap 2. And you can see Hamilton already on that Merlion boost, creating a nice gap over the rivals. And that is exactly what we need. We can just literally gain the power unit back now. And then we can start our assault on the rest of the field a bit later on in the race. Just the P2 that really is in danger for us now. With Hamilton, we'll probably do 4 laps. We'll probably start pushing next lap, just so we can cruise. And then Ocon will hit lap 5. But he is closing on Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton looking after his tyres. He'll be going lap 5. And then for us, we will now start the party button. We'll push Hamilton to do a 4-4. With Ocon really now starting to close on. Looks like Hamilton's looking after his tyres because Ocon is flying. And he is right behind. What is the gap to P4? It's only 4 seconds. So we can't necessarily take an undercut. We don't need to, I don't feel. You can see Hamilton is absolutely going for it. We'll conserve him down. And he'll come into the pits. Look at that, Ocon right behind now. Lewis Hamilton, if we can get past him, I think we can create a bit of a gap. We're going to push briefly. You can see he's right behind, smelling that oil burning. And he takes it, he's up to P2. And look at that, Hamilton already out. The power of pushing first. And he doesn't have to pit again. The rest of the field does. You can see everybody coming in, probably lap 5 then. And it will now be down to Ocon to hold P2. Round the hairpin. And we'll come back into the pits as Hamilton continues. So a very good start for Lewis. He is clear. Rest of the field now starting to go rounds. They're doing 6 laps with some coming into lap 5. So I did mention that lap 5 pits and then some of them will go 6, and that is exactly what the case will be. It is the same 3. Hamilton, Verstappen and Norris all doing 6 laps. Trying to mix it up, aren't they? Doing the overcuts whilst looking after their tyres. Well, it's not going to help this time because here comes Ocon. Verstappen struggling. Ocon's into P3. Lewis Hamilton will hit the pits now. And Ocon will take over. And with that undercut successful, you can see now the gap that we have pulled. It is a good 4 or 5 seconds to Hamilton. Yep, there you go. 5 seconds roughly. 4 or 5 seconds. And we're into P1, P2. So that should see us through to a second race of the magic numbers. Second race of 47 would be perfect. And that is exactly what we will need. So 1 lap to go. 1 lap. We'll push anyway, just for a bit of fun. Kawhi, a very good boost round here. You always want race start if you're starting from mid-pack. Obviously Hamilton, 97 race start I think it is this weekend. 95 or 97. So he doesn't need the race start boosts today. But as we approach the final few turns, Hamilton with the freeze out back. Hamilton will win here in Canada. Good win with Esteban Ocon. Coming home not too far behind in second place. Another 47 points. 2 in a row for us here in opening round. We'll wait the rival to finish. We can show you the decent matchup that we got. He comes home P6 and fighting for the last position of P11. It looks like it'll be P12 for the bot to finish off. So let's see and show you the matchup. I know a lot of you like to see what we're running against, and that one was in our favour. Checking debrief, drivers, level 6s with Russell. Obviously Russell's not too bad actually at all, is he? Compared to Ocon, pretty similar in a way. And the car, we just held that more cornering basis. Race number 4. We're at Miami. Small chance of rain here, I think 9%. So let's see what happens in the race. It is a dry qualifying. We'll check on the debrief screen exactly when the rain might come. If there will be any, it's P8, P9. That's where we roughly start every single time. No rain inbound for the duration of this either. So Ocon, because we're doing 2 stops, we're going on Kawhi. And we're going to go on to Merlion with Hamilton. Hamilton doing a 2-2-3 with Ocon doing a 3-2-2. But good start needed. We've got a line astern, the 2 Ferraris in front of Ocon. And lights out and away we go. And Hamilton goes to the inside with Ocon to the out. Trying to go around the outside of the Mercedes. And I tell you what, Ocon has got a brilliant start. Lewis Hamilton into 4th behind Hamilton and Norris. As we come through the S's, Hamilton up the inside, takes Hamilton and now right behind Lando Norris on the gearbox, pushing him down the straight. Can Lewis Hamilton get past Norris up the inside? Yes, he can, and you can see his teammate right in front of him. As in real life, Red Bull domination, we come to Miami, and as a WF1 has taken the book right out from Red Bull's noses, and we are straight away making up for qualifying positions into the lead. Hamilton leads, Ocon second. Rival of George Russell has something to say about that. He's in third and pushing. As we continue through, we will be doing a pit stop for Lewis Hamilton to do a 2-2-3. Rival still pushing with George Russell though. Down the straight we go. Ocon just holding him up a little bit. This is great teamwork by Ocon. We'll push into the corner. We can't hold him anymore. But Ocon coming back at him round the outside. Will it stick? Yes, it will. And George Russell is very much put back in his place and settles back in to P3. This is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Hamilton coming in to start that two-stop effect. Ocon carries on round. We'll go to the softs. So reverse strategies really. And now we're off. Where does Hamilton come out? In P4 and he's already looking at a move on Sainz on them warm tyres. Sainz with degrading tyres all the time. It's no match for them new super soft tyres of Lewis Hamilton. They're up to speed and he is back up to P3. Ocon complaining about tyres. He's pushed them a little bit too hard and he's got 8% tyre left as you can see. But will he survive to get back to the pits? And it is timed to perfection. Just runs out as we enter the pits. And he's followed by Norris and Sainz. Hamilton continues. Medium stop coming up. Team getting ready. And Ocon coming back out with a nice stint straight into P2. So now starting to dominate here in Miami. The sun's out. And so are the points out. We're in good positions. Don't think we're going to be troubled any further. As always, there's no... Well, I say as always. We know there's no safety car this weekend. Due to bugs. Due to it going too quickly. So we know we haven't got to do any proper race management. But Hamilton will come in to his final stop. Team are ready. Can they do an excellent pit stop to get him out ahead of the pack coming round? Where will he feed out? Will it be perfect? It was a decent pit stop. And Hamilton's got a bit of work to do. He's behind George Russell and Hamilton. And he's setting himself up for a move on George Russell. Can't get him into the straight. So down the straight we go. Norris getting the slipstream behind. Hamilton now. Can he get through? Yes, he can. He's up to P3. Normal service resumes here. And he's got Hamilton ahead. No more pit stops for Hamilton. Ocon coming in as well. He's done all he needs to do. Hamilton peels off to the pits. So do the rest of the field in terms of AI Russell. And that leaves us P1 and P2. So Lando Norris continues. He's still yet to pit again. And we are into P1, P2 with a sizable gap then. So net fourth is 10.8 seconds behind. So that is perfect. We've got all that to play with now. We can just cruise to the finish. As the confetti starts to spray in Miami. Decent weather as well. 21 degrees. Not like it's going to be at the Las Vegas GP this weekend. That's looking a little bit chillier than we're used to. No signs of tyre warm-up issues around here. So Hamilton to start the last lap with Ocon breathing down his neck. Norris pits from P3. And we've got a big now sizable gap back to P4. Ocon is slowly catching Lewis Hamilton. Boy, catching by the line though. It's soft versus mediums. Both on medium boost. And you can see that gap is down to 1.3 seconds. Through under the bridges and onto the straight we go. And it's a very good start considering to our opening round. Hamilton comes across the line and wins here in Miami. It's Esteban Ocon following him home in P2. And that is exactly what we needed to finish off this video. A very good 47, well managed, no stress qualifying video. It's not even qualifying, it's opening round. What am I on about? But here we go, we're back out. 47 points. Job done in Miami. Decent matchup. As we explained, you can usually see the matchup by the qualifying, level 6, level 5. Carrying more speed than us, Virtue. Everybody's got Virtue, but we just don't have it at all. We are really losing out when it comes to not having that amazing part. But that is done. That is job done so far. 186 points. We did drop the 2 in race 1, but we take it and we move on. 4 races to go, which we'll do offline. Make sure you come back tomorrow for final round to see what position we can get, and comment below. What position are you expecting to finish this weekend?